design it for us.
How much? Wow, that's amazing.
Imagine how many limos like that. We could have a water park, a roller coaster.
Hold on. The first thing we need to do is have a look at the site, see what's there already, see what needs changing.
So we started off by measuring the existing playground, looking at the equipment and other amenities there and drawing a plan.
Right, now we can start to think about what we want. A water park, a roller coaster.
Hold on. Have you found out who uses it? What they like, what they want to keep? Have you thought about what the adults want? Got to keep the customers happy, that's what I might say.
So next we surveyed all of the classes to see what the uses of the play area look like.
We began by asking children about their favourite pieces of equipment in the existing playground, which were the spinner, playground, in swings, or favourite pieces of business around the district. More than 40 extra children from our school used the playground to improve. The favourite pieces of new equipment in Key Station were the running frame and roundabout, and the Key Station favourites were the alien playframe and zip wire. Right, now we can start thinking about what we want. A water park, a roller coaster.
Don't forget, we're on a budget here, so it's 5,000 is your limit, and don't forget, concrete is 90 quid a square metre.
All that money, and we quickly realised we only had enough money for 5 or 6 pieces of equipment.
We presented our findings to the mayor.
Excellent work. We'll take your ideas to the planning committee and get back to you in a year or two. But our topic this term is focused on rivers.
We visited the Thames.
And the River Blackwater at Malden.
We looked at the work of Claude Monet as inspiration for our own artwork.
That's all right, shuffle. Still not right. Try again. Houses of Parliament at sunset by Claude Brown.
Thames barges on the river.
Carrying notes of the Thames barges is 19 budget. Barges were loaded up with Portsmouth and off the London mixture in the docks of London. They were carried up to the farms to use for fertilising their fields. They would load up the hay and wheat from the field. The wheat was taken back to places like Green's Flour Market. Flour and hay were then carried into London to feed the growing population in the horses, where the cycle began again.
We looked at the journey of a river.
I am the source of the river. I usually start off with melted ice or snow, not planned areas like this mountain.
We are the tributaries. We are small streams that meet as we flow downhill into the main river system.
We are the confluence, the point where two streams join
together.
The river flows slowly and starting on flat ground, starting around us, moving from side to side, making large bends.
I am the estuary where pressure from the river mixes with the seawater.
Year 5 children reaching all at classes and meet at the education home. We decided to compose a poem as a class for under 10s.
As I fly from my mother's source, from high up in the mountain, I descend to meet my friends the tributaries who make gentle ripples against my cheek. Now I see the rapids rolling recklessly down the stream. A rolling rocks on my path, I feel the scale of each swim inside me. I'm the end of 1,000 kilometers to join my siblings in confluence. High and wide as we leap the estuary, finally I see the mouth and I'm in confidence. Then we had a go at writing some of our own. I started off as a drip, but now I'm going to knit, down the mountainside to the vast ocean wide. My mother the source encouraged me to go seek out the salty sea, so now I'm sitting inside it, waiting my hand off behind me. As I'm meandering through the estuary, I meet a fellow tributary. I grow and grow, but don't start to slow. The wood in the air, while I jump and surf, I throw through many curves and bends, then I spot my end. I found the salty sea, now I see my destiny. My father's arms open wide, now the mouth is giving bite. In pain, I'm almost falling down, at a tear from my eye, meanwhile when I'm food in the sky.
The source of me is in Kemble, the noise I make will make you tremble. As the water too fast and I'm very fast flowing water like that. As I get to Oxford, I would always want to go forward. When I can see Greenwich, there is a rotten sandwich. I can't wait to get to the sea. I can see the mouth, it's definitely not south. I can taste the salty sea, and I mean it should be deep with me.
346 kilometers long, and the strand man pulled me along. I started the source to follow my course. I fly from a huge mountain top and descend to a very sheer drop. Then I start to float and go really quite slow. The brothers and sisters join me as we have a wide open salty sea, and I start to go south to the open ocean. We have been known about reaching around the world. We looked through the tent, the coast of London, and also really such, and our organic to Mississippi. Did you know that Nile is the longest river in the world at 4,132 miles long? This is almost double the length of Mississippi, even though it runs through 10 states in the USA.
Did you know 2/3 of London's drinking water comes from the River Thames, which is only 215 miles long?
The name Thames came from the Celts, who refers to the river as Thamesis, which means dog.
Did you know that in 1252, King Henry III was given the planet as king from the war? After a year of thinking, the sheriffs decided that it was time America bought its own frigid river Thames, which at the time was a clean river with some of the fish.
We went on school trips to the countryside to see old documents of strange over history, through our timelines.
In 500 AD, the Romans built 10 miles of road. Dockland was known as the entry of the country in Britain.
In the 1930s, Waterloo was the largest port in the world.
government gave huge incentives to businesses to build a place down, including building new transport links and giving away the land extremely cheaply.
But into the 1990s, recession hit as a result of the payback calculation.
The year 2001 was still designed for America, integrated employment and transport in a Manhattan-style redesign. There were 100,000 men handling cargo. There were now the same amount of men in London businesses. The Cutty Sark was a British tea cleaner built in 1869 for John Willis, who operated a shipping company. She became famous for transporting tea from China to Britain.
Speed was a clear advantage to the merchant ship, and the tea race was widely reported in newspapers at the time. In 1872, the Cutty Sark raced against the Monopoly, where ships were being shown out in 1858. 2 weeks later, the Cutty Sark was up a lead of 400 miles and lost her rudder in heavy storm. The ship's captain was distracted and the rudder, spared 2 years of life.
The Cutty Sark finally arrived in London on the 18th of October. A week later there was a delay and a total passage of 122 days.
The captain of the crew remembered for the performance.
The Cutty Sark has visited every major port in the world. In recognition of her fame and beauty, she was preserved for the nation in 1922. Since then, she has been birthed in Falmouth, in Greenhithe, and finally arriving at her current resting place in Greenwich in 1954.
Here is what the Cutty Sark inspired artwork.
In 991 AD, a terrible battle took place on the shores of the Blackwater estuary.
Hordes of Viking invaders had been sailing across the North Sea in their longships and terrorizing towns along the east coast of the United Kingdom. The Anglo-Saxon town of Morden was fearful of the next target of the Vikings.
Have no fear, I am Brithnoth, and with my army of 4,000 men I will lead you to victory against the Vikings.
To battle! Join men right will sail into Mordens, make our camp in all the islands.
Sir, I've heard the zestmen already tell the boys ready for the fight. Are you sure this is a good idea?
Never fear, I am planned. No payments and the line. Now go!
The Vikings arrived in all the islands and set up camp. Then they sent a messenger across the causeway to make the Anglo-Saxons an offer. We have raided many places across the coast. You have a choice. Pay us in gold and silver, and we will leave or fight.
The mighty Brithnoth will never surrender. Return to the island and prepare for battle.
The Vikings realised that the land was too marshy for battle. It's too marshy to fight in. Allow us to cross the causeway so we can reach up to higher ground.
Stand back, men, and allow these soldiers to pass.
Are you mad?
We must show these Vikings once and for all. They have made a mistake if they think they can defeat the men of Essex.